Hi there, welcome back. I hope all those giving the 10th standard exams this next year, I hope your studies are going on well. So I'm here to basically help you, and as you all know, I posted a couple of videos which received pretty good response. I posted a video on explaining Meera Ke Path and also explaining the poem Atmatran. So I received a few requests saying that can you explain the poem in English. So here I am, I'll be explaining the first poem, that is Kabir ki Sakhiyan, in English. So this is a first attempt for me, so please do comment below how you like this video and I'll take this ahead from there. So the first chapter, as you all know, in your Kavya Khand from your Sparsh book, is that of Kabir ke Dohe. And Kabir is such a famous poet. He's actually so renowned, and all his dohas and all his sakhiyans have so much of depth within it. And that depth is actually, when I read this poem, all these sakhi for the first time, I was indeed mesmerized. So keep your book in front of you and you will understand this thoroughly by the end of this video. So basically now let's understand what is a sakhi. Now when we say the word sakhi, उसका हिंदी में उसका तात्पर्य है साक्षी रूप दिखाना, मतलब प्रत्यक्ष ज्ञान दिखाना. So it is basically what he has observed, what Kabir has observed himself. He's trying to tell that to the general audience. So that's what a sakhi basically means. So if you see the part pravesh itself, it's written sakhi shakt, sakshi shakt ka hi tatbhav roop. So it's similar to the word sakshi. Now let's start off with the first sakhi, a very beautiful sakhi, which is ऐसी बाणी बोलिए मन का आपा कोई अपना तन शीतल करे औरन को सुख होई. So what does this mean? मतलब कि आप ऐसी बाणी बोलिए, मतलब try to speak in such a manner, such an influential manner, कि the arrogance inside you, the vanity inside you disappears, and you अपना तन शीतल करे, मतलब अपना conscience clear रहता है. Your conscience is always clear, and others also gain happiness. So what does he say? He basically says that we must try to spread positivity around, as much positivity around in our surroundings, and must not speak bad, must not speak ill about people. We must instead speak good about people and must spread positivity in our surroundings. That's why he said, "Aisi vani boliye man ka apa koi." So all your arrogance should disappear. We should only speak good and speak good about others. That's what he means to say with this sakhi. Second one, kasturi kundali base, mrig dhundhe banmahi, aisi ghati ghati ram hai, दुनिया देखे नहीं. What does he mean to say with this? He means to say कस्तूरी कुंडली बस है, मतलब if you see a deer, or if you see with any person the navel, what nabi basically means, the navel. So he's saying that the deer has its navel with its body itself, and kasturi is a very good, it has a very nice smell. So it is present inside its body itself, but it's searching for it all around the forest. Now they have made an analogy with the human beings. They have taken the deer and made an analogy with the human beings. He has said that even we human beings have God within us. But what are we doing? We are finding God all over the place. Now when we say we have God within us, it means that we have a lot of potential within us, and at the same point of time, God has given us so many blessings. So instead of searching for God here and there, we must begin working hard. That's when God will give us His blessings. So that's what he means to say here. So ऐसी घटी घटी राम है दुनिया देखी नहीं. Every place, not only in our own body, but every place there is God present. So in this wall there is God present, in this chair there is God present, every place there is God present. So don't search for God. Do your work. Do your work efficiently with your conscience clear, and you will surely achieve success. So that's my interpretation, and you can make various interpretations out of each of these sakhiyas. So I urge all of you to do that also. Third one is, जब मैं था तब हरि नहीं, अब हरि है मैं नहीं, सब अंधियारा मिट गया जब दीपक देखिया माही. What does he mean to say here? He says that मैं मतलब यहाँ पे अहंकार होता है, या arrogance. So जब arrogance था, when there was arrogance in me, then there was no Lord, then there was no Bhagwan. He's taken the example of Shri Krishna. तो जब मैं था तब श्री कृष्ण नहीं थे. जब श्री कृष्ण थे, when Lord was with me, then at that point of time there was no arrogance within me. So he's made a comparison. So when I was arrogant, there was no God supporting me. But when God was there with me, there was no arrogance surrounding me. Then सब अंधियारा मिट गया जब दीपक देखिया माही. when he seeks, when he's taken the example of himself itself. So when he seeks the light of knowledge, then all the darkness disappears immediately. That's what he means to say. So try to seek, you should have the feeling that, yes, I want to learn, and automatically all the darkness in your life will disappear within a flash. That's what he means to say with this. The fourth one is, Sukhiya sab sansar hai, khaye aru sove, dukhiya das Kabir hai, jage aru rove. Here he is saying that I am worshipping God so wholeheartedly, and I am spending full night doing that. Whereas the other, my friends and my colleagues and everyone else, they are actually enjoying themselves. They are Sukhiya sab sansar hai, khaye aru sove. They are eating their food, they are sleeping, they are enjoying themselves. But I am spending my time in worship. So he's actually showing his apathy over here. That's what he's doing in this doha. Now, moving on to the fifth one, that is, Birah bhavangam tan base, mantra na lave koi, Ram biyogi na jive, jive to bora hoi. He's saying here, matlab, jab koi birah bhavangam, matlab, when any snake bites you, then how much ever you pray to God, save me, save me, save me, if the snake is poisonous, you are gone. So that's what he means to say. Same way, if we are living without the strength of God, if we are not worshipping God, then we will become like insane people. Like that person who has been bitten by snake. If he is worshipping God, there's no point doing that. Similarly, the person who is not worshipping the Lord, he will also become insane. Now what he means here, I make a different interpretation of that. I say that instead of that, you must do your work wholeheartedly. You must give it your 100% in whatever you are doing. That's when God will give His blessings to you. Instead of just instead of just wasting your time or being lazy, God will never give His blessings to you. So you must learn to work with lot of dedication and commitment. That's when God will give His blessings to you. So if you don't do that, then you will become like an insane person who is indecisive and will have no goal as such in life. Let's move on to the sixth one. That is, Nindak neda rakhiye, angani kuti bandai, bin saban pani bina, nirmal kare subhai. So he's saying that Nindak neda rakhiye, matlab, keep your critics with you. Matlab, don't say, bhai, he's my critic, he's criticizing me, so I'll keep him away from me. Keep that critic along with you. In fact, make a small cottage for him in your house itself. That's not a literal meaning, but he means to say that try to keep him as close as possible and keep him along with you. Why? Because now for clothes and all you require soap and you require detergent and water and all, that's how you can clean. Without that, he will make your conscience clear, he will make you a wonderful human being. So you must keep your critics along with you because they will take you ahead, they will help you grow. Now at the same point of time, I'll add something on over here. I'm sure you would have done in your English communicative course, you would have done the chapter on the frog and the nightingale, where the nightingale gets deceived by the frog. So don't be too naive and timid, but at the same point of time, if someone is giving constructive criticism, take that and keep that person along with you for life, because that person will actually help you come up in life. That's what he means to say over here. Yes, let's move on to the second last one. That is, Poti padi padi jag muva, pandit baya na koi, ekai ashir pivaka, pade su pandit koi. People, the so-called pandits and pujaris, have read so many scriptures, have done so much of reading and extensive reading and all that, but they have I'm not saying literally pandit. General people have done so much of reading work and all extensive reading. They have not become pandit, or they have not become great learned people with that. Ekai ashir piv ka pade su pandit koi. Even one word of love, and love here is symbolic of the love for God, of the love for worship. Even if one word of love and respect, and also having good virtues and also respecting God and worshipping God is there, you immediately become a learned person. So what he means to say is, learned person is you don't become learned by reading scriptures or reading books and all that. You become learned when you actually imbibe good value systems into yourself and have the value system of love and respect and worship God. That's when you really become learned. That's what he means to say over here. Now the culminating one is, Hum ghar jalya apna, liya murada hati, ab ghar jalya taas ka, je chale hamare saathi. So he's saying here that I have burnt my house, and I have, with the help of my axe, I've burnt my house and I've gone away from my house. Ab ghar jale taas ka jo chale mere sathi. So he wants to bring about a change in this world. That's why he's moving away, and whoever is supporting him, he will also burn their houses. Now, burn their houses is not literal meaning. He means to stay here to get detached, to remove all his attachments. No family and all, fellowship, kinship, all these things, to leave them aside to focus on your work. Remember, attachments will not take you anywhere. You have to break free from those attachments at some point of time, and you need to actually work for the society. Leave, yes, your family is important, your kinship is important, but at the same point of time, your society, your nation is far more important. You need to work for the welfare of the society. That's what is the deeper interpretation of this last one. So I hope you understood the deeper meanings of these Sakhi, because this is just, two lines, each of them, but it has such a deep meaning hidden within it, such a deep meaning for our society, for the welfare of mankind. So, I would urge you to read more of his works, because he writes it wonderfully, and his writings are actually exceptional. So read more of his Sakhiyan. You'll actually learn a lot out of it. And finally, do like this video if you liked this explanation in English, and do give your comments if you felt I could have been more creative, or if I could have done it better. Do write your comments. I will surely improve with that. That's what I said. If any critic is there, I will keep him with me for life. So do give your constructive criticisms, and at the same point of time, if you feel that this explanation was good, do say good also. That will motivate me. Thank you so much.